Well, good morning, I guess is one way to start. It's been a heck of a long 3 years. That's all I got to say. So, welcome. Welcome back, everybody, to my live stream. And hopefully, you can hear me because I am using a different microphone here. So, hopefully, you're able to hear me. Now, if you can hear me, maybe comment and let me know that you can. Actually, I have my laptop right here, and I'm just gonna take a look to see if I've gone live and if it's kind of recording because I want to know if you guys can hear me. That is the biggest thing first. So let's take a look and hold on a second. Here we are. Hello, let me know where all you guys are streaming in from before we kind of get going. And I just want to see if you guys can hear me. Now, unfortunately, if you comment, I can't see on the screen. That's why I brought my laptop with me, and hopefully I can hear myself or see the questions that you guys may want to answer. So, where are we? Where's Okay, I think you guys can hear me, which is good. Now, with regards to like questions, yeah, you'll have to. Hold on a second. Running Fred. Hey, there you go. Hold on a second. I got to bring this. I got to bring my laptop up a little bit higher here. Man, it's been 3 years. Can you believe 3 years since I last did a live stream? Like, this is crazy. It's hard to believe. But wow, some Zimbabwe. Hey, that's flipping awesome. Oh my gosh. Fred, I know you're from the UK. Just dealing with a couple of issues. I hope to come back shortly. Okay, well, hopefully Fred will kind of join us in. So if you guys have got any questions, comment below. Just, I don't know. I wanted to do a live stream because I hadn't done one in 3 years. And I wanted to kind of connect with you guys because I was feeling, I don't know, in the last probably 2 months, I've really felt very disconnected from my running groups just because of a lot of the, I don't know, family things that's kind of going on right now. And it's very hard to even kind of talk about what's happening. But I just needed to kind of come and say hi and say, hey, I'm doing my best. I'm doing what I can for my channel, for you guys. And I want to talk about going into 2025 to say, hey, this is what, I kind of have in store. And just again to say kind of thank you for kind of joining along on this crazy journey, right? Not everybody joins live streams, and I appreciate wherever you guys are coming from. I totally appreciate all you guys. It really does mean a lot to me. That's all I gotta say about that because you're giving up your time to listen to what I have to say. So um, okay, so there's been a lot of questions that people have been asking with regards to, Dave, why do you keep running slow? Like, why are you just continuing to plod along? And why aren't you doing any faster workouts? Why? All of these different questions. And I think it's all very valid. And I think the only thing that I can think of, oh, wait a minute, when people comment, it actually pops up on my screen. Hey, this is awesome. Philip, hey, and oh, it disappears really fast. Um, my volume is a bit low. Hold on a second. Is that any better? Because I'm on a mic. So hold on a sec. I got a little mic here. So is that a little bit better? Can you actually hear what I have, like what I'm saying right now? Just say, yes, Dave, I can hear you loud and clear, or something like that, because that will certainly help. All right. Merry Christmas and happy holidays. All right. So I think maybe we've got a few things figured out. Troy, that's awesome. And Thomas, awesome. Keep doing what you're doing. Um, LT training is going to be my focus for 2025. Slow running has worked great, but I'm just not getting faster. I can't get the volume I need to really see the benefits. Yeah, Thomas, I mean, I get it. I understand. I mean, I've been very inconsistent ever since a lot of the hospital issues have come up, not with me, but with people in my family. And it's kind of taken me away from running because of these really early morning uh, trips to the hospital and then long stays and then work and then all of these things that kind of happen in life. And I haven't put myself first. I've just neglected everything in I don't know. It's hard when people are suffering and going through tragedies. It's been very difficult. So I understand trying to get the mileage and to be continuous with your training. It's not an easy thing to do. So I think for me, I'm giving myself a little bit of grace. It's going to be okay. Everything will work out. And the new year is coming, and sometimes, I don't like to make, over the last number of years, I don't like to make a lot of running goals for the year or resolutions um, because typically by the end of January or February, those were already broken and kind of forgotten about. The months go by really fast. And when they do that, like when it just goes by really fast and I don't prioritize myself and my running, everything kind of suffers from that. Like I've talked about it before. When I say my pillars, I've got like four pillars, right? And when one of those pillars falls, so if I don't get enough sleep, and once if that goes, my eating goes, and if my eating well goes, then my consistency starts to drop off. I mean, it's literally everything kind of it's bad. It never ends well. So I'm always trying to make sure I keep the pillars up because that way then it allows me to just kind of keep plugging forward and keep doing what I know that I need to do. So 2025, it's kind of more going to be a reset of, okay, I need to make some changes. And specifically, I've talked about this a lot on the channel. And when it comes to food and it comes to eating, it's one of the big things, right? It's one of the big things that I struggle with a lot of the time. And because of those because of that, everything else seems to just fall apart. So again, just trying to get on track and stay in the game. You know what I mean? And then making videos has been it's been okay. It's been a little bit of a challenge. Not everybody watches every single video. And things were going really, really well there for a while. And then all of a sudden, I don't know what YouTube did, but all of a sudden the views on a lot of other videos, like literally, boom, just kind of dried up. And I was like, what's happening? I didn't quite understand. So again, this is a good opportunity for you guys to let me know what you're enjoying and if you would like something a little bit different because that's important for me. All right, being able to check in with you guys because you're watching the videos, right? You've taken a vested interest in the channel, and I'm here and making the videos, and I'm always. It's kind of like a one-way street in a lot of ways, right? Like I can only see what's ahead of me. I can't see what's behind me, and then I'm always looking for feedback. And not everybody gives feedback, and that's okay. But the feedback certainly does help me kind of figure out things because sometimes I feel like I'm very repetitive on my channel and I kind of talk about the same thing, but it's kind of like if you tune in to the Weather Network on TV, then you get the Weather Network. You don't get karate, you don't get history. But if you tune into a food channel, you get food, right? You get recipes, everything talked about food. So when I created my channel, I called it the Plant Powered Runner because that was me, right? I eat a lot of plants. I'm vegan. I'm vegetarian. Whatever, and I'm a runner. That's how the channel name became what it is. And I haven't really made like a lot of videos with regards to food and recipes and things that I'm eating or things I'm using to fuel my body when I run. I just, for some reason, I don't know, it never became a thing. And what became a thing was the Maffetone method. That was the thing that became my channel. And it became running slow, heart rate training, things like that. So I'm always trying to figure out, okay, if I talk about heart rate or aerobic based training or the Maffetone method, those are kind of safe topics that you guys like to watch. And when I do that, and people watch them like right out, right away as soon as it gets released. YouTube goes, whoa, okay, cool. A lot of people are liking this, and it starts to promote it out, and it goes out to more and more people. And if more and more people watch it, the click through rate starts to go up. And if I'm in around the 20% click through rate, that is amazing. It's been a while since I've had one of those. Typically, mine end up around like the third. If I get a 13, things go really well with the video, and it starts to really move. But it's I've hit a couple of duds lately, and that's okay. But it's sometimes it's hard, right? You work on a video and you're like, oh, I think this is going to be a great video, and then it sucks. And then I'm like, okay, I really don't think this video is going to be very good. And then all of a sudden, like, everyone watches it and it goes, the views go crazy. It's a very interesting, weird thing, YouTube. I haven't been able to totally figure it all out. And you'd think after about 4 years, I would have figured it out, but no, they, you know, I think my niche is very, very small when it become like when it's running and there's certain kind of topics. So anyways, we'll see what happens. I mean, certainly heart rate training is there, but I think maybe I'll add a little bit more of vloggy style stuff and maybe show how my training is going. And if I show you how my training is going, because apparently those videos, like, a lot of people really liked those when I first started off. So I may go back to, doing that, going out for a run, and at the end of the week, then going through and comparing and seeing where I am, and doing like a recap of how that week of slow running went, or if I added in some faster runs. I don't know if the faster runs are going to happen anytime soon, only because there's a lot of snow out right now. And I'm in the snow belt in Ontario, and it's kind of, sometimes it can be a little hard to run fast on the snow. Sometimes there's ice, so I kind of have to be very careful on what I do. So that's one of the challenges that going into the winter season that I have to deal with. And a lot of you guys don't have to deal with all the snow, but I certainly do. All right, let's see, what else do we got here? Philip, he said, to account for bad weather, holidays, my running plan for the next couple of months is to run at least 3 times a week, a long run, tempo, easy, and of course, try to do strength sessions, but end up doing 1 and 2. Yeah, it happens. It happens. I was doing a lot of biking in the summer, and that was flipping amazing. I had so much fun. And I think I had so much fun because I was with my business partner, and we were out doing something that we hadn't really done in a very, very long time. So when I incorporated that into my training, it was a really cool thing to do. I just really enjoyed getting out on those early mornings with somebody. And then when I started to add in the gym work now, okay, so the gym it's a whole interesting different thing. I'm not used to going to the gym. It's been a long time since I've been at the gym. But now that I have a membership and I'm going on the machines are fantastic. I haven't hit the free weights yet, only because I'm trying to work my way up. I was very weak. I did not have a lot of upper strength. So now, excuse me, hold on one sec. Sorry about that. Um, so one of the challenges that I've had is I wiped out when I was biking. And when I wiped out, I hit the shoulder. Okay, I went down, and it's painful, like right here. Okay. And I've had physio working on it. I've had my chiropractor work on it. I had massage working on it. I've had everyone working on it. It's slowly getting better, but man, oh man, it hurt. And there's a lot of strength exercises I can't do. Like, I can't do shoulder press. I can do like the deltoid lift. Even that, it kind of acts up. So there's certain exercises and certain strength exercise I just can't do. Even the movement, like, forget about weights, just the movement itself has been very challenging. So dealing with that has kind of put a wrench into the mix a little bit, but again, it's okay. I'll get through it. I always have, and I'm okay with that. But zone two training, that's my go-to butter. Like that's where I feel the safest. But the biggest problem that I have with absolutely everything that's going on is my weight. I lose the weight, and then stuff happens, and then I comfort eat, and then it comes right back, and then I'm doing this yo-yo balance. And the hurtful, or the I should say the hateful comments that I get every now and then. The channel's been really good. I don't really get very many, but there are some that are pretty hateful comments, and I have no time for that. But I see them once in a while, and it's kind of like a dagger. And in the back of my head, I'm like, yeah, that person is right. But then I'm like, no, no, I can overcome this, right? So then I bounce back, and things change, and I use the negative to create a positive, because when I create the positive, things go in a good way. So I use a lot of that. But with zone two training, that's what I like. So, using threshold pacing or threshold heart rate training, uh, whether you call it the Kavarva method, uh, these are the methods that I tend to use. Or, in some cases, if you're looking at it from a point of view of using the Maffetone method, well, that's cool too, right? Like everyone is going to be doing what they need to do for their running to improve. And I always say, whoops, I always say this: we are all different runners, right? No two runners are the same. And if you're a coach, you don't train runners the same. You can't. Like there's too many different things that are going on with people. So whenever I talk about things on my channel, I'm always talking about it, just sharing my experience. And then based on my experience, if it resonates with you, cool. You can apply it into your running. And if you don't resonate, it's like, okay, cool. That's not for you. And that works out fine for most people. So again, it's always just trying to find the balance of what works and what doesn't work for you as a runner. It's nice. I never had anybody kind of talking to me like this, sharing things that, I was going, or that they were going through. And that's something that I've always wanted, right? Somebody to be honest with me and let me know. Like when people turn around and say, oh yeah, you need to carb up. Okay, well, cool. What does that mean? I know carb is a micro uh, nutrient or whatever. But I mean, okay, protein. Okay, cool. Well, I know what protein is, but like, what do you eat? You got to eat your fats. Okay, well, what is that? So I'm always that type of person. It's like, well, sure, a lot of people say these things, but what is it that they actually eat? Like I eat avocados. Like that's a lot of fat in that, and it's fantastic, right? I know a lot of people that eat a lot of rice. I eat a lot of carbohydrates because they come from vegetables. So is that carbing up? Like everyone's got a different version of what these things mean. So I'm always, aware of that. So when I try to talk about, eating better, these are the types of things. I'm like, okay, ditch the pop, ditch the cookies and the muffins and the bagels and a lot of the pasta and stuff like that, and stick with a lot of the good healthy foods. And so that's one of the things that I've always tried to always think about when I'm making a video, or whether I'm running in my training. It's just something that I've done. And you've probably seen I always have one of these in my hand. It's just a soda water, right? It's just carbonated water. So I've been drinking a lot of this just because with work I'm always traveling from one place to another place. So it's just try to eat healthy and just try to stay positive, because really that's all I can do, right? But adding in maybe some more vloggy style videos, I think maybe that may be kind of good. Kind of go through some of my videos that recap my runs. Maybe that will be something that you guys are interested in. I'm always looking for ideas, guys. Right now, if you can comment, maybe share something that maybe you haven't shared with me before. Maybe some of the things you enjoy in my videos, and maybe some things that you don't enjoy. Look, I take everything, and I want to know. I want to know I'm doing something well. And sometimes it's hard because I don't know. I don't know. It's one of those things. But hold on a second. So Philip's like, hey, same here. I've been dealing with a bad shoulder that prevents me from lifting above the head. Yep, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. It sucks. I don't like it at all. It's hard to believe it's been 9 years since, or sorry, not 9 years, 3 years since I started, since my last live stream, and it's been 4 years since I've been on my channel doing the videos. Like it's hard to believe that I've been able to keep it up. I'm totally enjoying it, and the process of making videos is something that I've had to learn, and over time I've always tried to improve. And somebody asked me what was my favorite video on my channel, and I honestly, I think my favorite video on my channel, and I'm going to ask you guys, right? Comment below. Let me know what was the one video that kind of spoke to you, that maybe that you really liked. Because the one that I really liked making was a couple of years ago. And it was the one where I talked about 90 days. What you do in 90 days matters, or something like that. And I really liked that video because we do have we have our life, and the weeks go by so fast. And so if you look back to what you were doing 90 days ago, right, it doesn't really matter. What matters is you have the results of those 90 days. So if you haven't been exercising, if you haven't been, reading or doing your studying, or if you haven't, been focused at work like maybe you should or whatever, after 90 days, okay, you didn't do those things, and now you are here with the results after those 90 days. And that's one of those things that I always try to remember, because 90-day cycles is something that I've always thought about. And yeah, 90 days. A lot can change in 90 days, I'll tell you. It's 90 days is a long time. And I think I kind of started going down that road of 90 days because I think that was the time where I actually ran for 90 days straight, right? Very consecutive days. And that was fantastic. That actually was really, it was so good. I felt so good in the brain doing those runs. It was flipping awesome. Okay, so Philip's like, what is everyone here using to determine their max heart rate or low heart rate, or low threshold heart rate? So I tend to use the Kavarvan method to do a lot of mine. So I will use, so I figure out what my maximum heart rate is. Now, if you're a beginner runner, then you could use, like I said in my video today, you could use 220 minus your age, and it gives you a general idea. I'm not a fan of it, but if you're brand new, don't get lost in all the weeds and the technical stuff. Maybe just focus on that. And then you can work out all of your heart rate zones from there. But for me, I found out what my maximum heart rate was, and just doing tests with my Chorus watch, that was able to help me figure out where all of my zones were. And then I was able to use my resting heart rate. And once I knew my resting heart rate and I knew my maximum heart rate, then I could determine all of my zones based off of that. So I've used the Kavarvan method, and that has worked pretty well. And it's really helped when I'm being on the trails, because when I run on the trails, it's very different than the road, as we all know. A lot more hills, rocks and roots and everything else. So it allowed me some extra beats per minute to deal with the hills. But anyways, it's good. If you have the Chorus watch, Philip, you have the Chorus watch, yeah, you can do the fitness test. And I did do one of the fitness tests. And I think early on, I think it was February, I did a video, if you went back, and I think I did a video on it. And I actually showed how everything kind of played out on that test. I would probably like to do another test to kind of see where I am going into the new year. It's just, I'm afraid to get injured because I hate being injured. It sucks. But now that I've been at the gym and I've been getting stronger and feeling so much better, I probably will try. I'll probably try to do one of those tests and kind of see where I am, but maybe work up to it. Maybe do a couple of tempo runs in the next couple of weeks, and then maybe in the new year, I'll throw down a test and see what happens from there. Right? It could be what I can do, but um, yeah. So maybe maybe watch the video that I did talking about that Kuros fitness test, Philip. That would probably help. But it's on your watch. You can just select it from one of the options and just do what it tells you on your. Just do what it tells you, because that helps. Okay, I want to ask all of you guys that are watching right now. Can you do me a favor? If you're watching on a phone, maybe just hit the like button. Um, I never like asking these things, but it really, really does help YouTube kind of push the videos out further. So the more likes that you get, the more likes and thumbnails, whatever. There you go. Okay, another one just came in. So there's 10 people watching now. It would be great if we could get that number up from 3. Um, because the more people that like the video, the more people that watch a video, the more that it actually pushes the video out. It's one of the triggers that YouTube likes to see, because it's an indication that you're enjoying the videos, and when you're enjoying the videos, then that's just one of the things that it looks at. So, hey Kay, how's it going, man? Good to see you. It's all good, man. We're just kind of sitting here chatting, talking about running, talking about what's happening in the new year, and what's been going on with me. So yeah, I was just telling everyone that the more that people like and comment and share the video out with people, it really does help. And thanks, Fred's back. Hey, Fred, you're awesome, man. Okay, thanks so much. Um, Okay, so Fred's like, David, are you gaining weight with the gym work? Dude, I don't know. I think I'm gaining weight with all the Christmas food that I've been eating. Last night was not good. I think I got home, I think I think I got to sleep at around 3 in the morning. It was a very, very long drive home last night, but it was good. My business partner and I, we met up with all of our friends, and we were out kind of reconnecting with everyone. So it was a lot of fun. But yeah, so anyways, I was just saying that I've been using the Kavarvan method for a lot of my training. And I was just talking about my fitness. The Chorus has a fitness test on the watch. And then you can use that to kind of determine where all your zones are. Because in the training hub, when you log in, the whole system is set up to figure all that stuff out for you, which is which is great. It really does help. But if not, all the calculations I've done are on one of my videos back in February of this year, and I break it down. I think I called it Maff versus Kavarvan, or I don't know, something like that. I wish I could remember. Okay, so throw some more questions at me here, guys, because I'm just sorry. I'm looking at my computer. So for anyone who's going, what's he looking at? I have my computer here. So I'm filming on I'm on my iPhone, because I got a new one. I got the 15, and I wanted to see kind of the quality that I would get out of this. So I have no idea if the quality is good. You I have 4K resolution on my phone, but I don't know if it's going to give me 4K on this live stream, because when I film on my laptop, I can't get 4K out of it. I've tried hooking up my GoPro to this, and with the GoPro, it my computer like literally reboots every time, so I can't even use my GoPro. So when I started using, or when I went back in to live stream, it doesn't even give me an option to select 4K resolution. It just says make sure you have a good Wi-Fi connection of X number speed, and then YouTube will determine what the resolution is going to be. So I don't know what the resolution is, and I won't know until I watch it on the playback. if I can select a higher option other than 720. And 720 is not the greatest. So I apologize if the video is not, you know, visually pleasing or crisp or anything like that, because I can only do what I can do, and I don't know how to fix it other than maybe getting I don't know, a separate camera. But I thought my GoPro would be fine, but otherwise I'd probably have to. Yeah, YouTube case says, yeah, YouTube offers 720 as a maximum. Well, I guess that's what I'm dealt with. Yeah, anyways, is what it is. I was thinking about going live outside. I was going to build a campfire in the backyard because we got a lot of I got a lot of wood that I would need to burn, but I thought about doing that because it's all snowy. We got tons of snow out there, and I thought it would be kind of cool to have like a campfire chat, right? That would be kind of cool. I don't know. Maybe I'll do it again. And maybe I'll do another live stream, and I won't wait 3 years to do another one, because I do like these. I like them because I'm able to connect with you guys. It really it's a cool feeling. And I can't remember why I stopped, but anyways, 3 years ago, that was a long time. There's a whole bunch of new people here now too. All right, so Kay was saying, I use the Kavarvan method too. I like it. Considers both minimum and maximum heart rate. 100%. Philip's like, video quality is amazing. You look 4K. Thanks. I hope so. I hope. Um, all right. Fred's saying, seeing you in 4K might be a horror film. Well, I did one of my videos. I think it didn't get a lot of views. It was the one, I think it was two videos ago, where I was in my yellow jacket and I was talking to the camera, and it was in 4K, and I left it in 4K, and it took forever to render that video, like when I was editing it, because when you edit it, you have to like export it, but it's called rendering. Anyway, so I was rendering it, and it took over like an hour just to put it out there, as opposed to 1080. The, anyways, that's always a fascinating one. So Vicky commented, "Hey Dave, I enjoy trail running and thinking of doing my first 50K trail run in March. It would be good to hear your experiences on your first ultra. Do you already have a video on it?" Yes, Vicky, I do. There is a video on my channel of running my 50 miler. And what's interesting, I don't know, guys. Like, I mean, there's a number of you who've been on my channel for a while. I can't remember if I did a recap as to how it went down. I did a video on, like, I filmed the whole thing. So I know I have a video on that. And I think it was like running my first ultra. You can find it probably in one of the playlists that I have. But yeah, I think it was titled "Running My First Ultra." That was tough. I mean, I look back on it, and I was in probably the best shape of my life. Like I was rocking it. I think I weighed like 180. I think I weighed about 180, which is a heck of a lot less than what I weigh right now. And I was focused. But what happened to me is I came back a little too fast, too soon, picked up a knee injury, and then, yeah, things just kind of went south for 2021. And then trying to come back, and then I had a few like little weird things going on. I had to sell my car because the car that I was driving, it was too low and it was causing knee pain while I was driving. So I had to deal with that. So anyways, I got a car. I got a Corolla now. It's a hybrid, and it works amazing. Good mileage, and it's very comfortable, and I have no knee problems while I drive. So I was able to deal with that issue. But with regards to doing my first ultra, I would say it's just you need to want it. Like, if you're gonna go longer distances, I mean, you were talking about a 50K. So if you can do a marathon, you can do a 50K, right? Even if it's a trail. Yes, the trail is going to be more like There are two different things, right? Like running a trail ultra is very challenging, but running a marathon is challenging because I find that when you're doing a marathon, it's kind of like, oh, you're looking at your splits. It's like, oh my gosh, okay, I'm slowing down. I need to make sure I'm going fast. But then when you're running an ultra, it's like, I just need to finish. I just need to finish. I got to walk up this hill. When's it going to be over? I just want to eat. It's fun though. It's a fun experience, and but you have to want it because if you don't, then your dedication to it's going to wane. You're going to skip days. When you skip days, it'll lead into another and another and another. And we all know what happens, right? Like right now, I'm going through that just in my regular running. I have been absolute horrible. I think I've been running once this week. That's it, once. And that's not right. I mean, it's just dealing with all the family, a lot of the health problems that family members are going through and them being at the hospital and waking up early. And these are excuses. I mean, I'm sure I could figure out a way to make it happen, but my whole mental state is going into that. And so when you get off track, it's hard to get back. It's hard to get back into running. But I know I will. I mean, it's just a matter of time. And that's something that we as runners, you guys all know, right? You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. It's just, it is what it is. Okay, I'm going to try something because I don't know if I can do this here, but I'm going to see if I can flip my camera around while I'm live. So I don't know if it'll work. I just want to show you what I'm looking at. Like, what's my backyard here? Let me just see if this works. Oh, it does. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay, so let me know in the comments. Can you guys see my backyard? Can you see the snow? If you can see the snow, just say lots or OMG or comment below and let me know because that's the backyard. That's all the snow. Okay, so let me know. I'm trying this out for the first time on my phone, and I don't know if by flipping it around, you guys are going to be able to see what I'm looking at right now. So hold. This is the back, and that's the pool. It's just an above ground pool. Okay, so I guess it did work. Okay, here is the insane thing. Okay, and I have to just say this. So okay, so it worked. Um, Case, Case says, "Are you still using the pool?" I wish I could go for a cold plunge. Um, I wish. I wish. Yeah, there's a bit of snow. Now, here's the crazy thing. If I drive 1 hour south of me, there's no snow. If I drive half an hour to the east of me, there is no snow. If I drive to the west of me and to the north of me, OMG, there's way more snow than I even have. Okay, it's crazy. So last night I drove to a buddy's place and about an hour and 20 minutes away. So I left my place and there's like mounds of snow at the end of our driveway. And when I arrived, I got out and there's like green grass, green flipping grass. I just, Ontario is so big and so vast, and our weather patterns are so different from one area to another. Like I can be at the beach in 45 minutes. I can be in the west coast of Ontario in about 2 hours. I can be in Ottawa, which is the capital, in about 6 hours. But if you want to get out of the province from Toronto and you want to exit it at the north, I mean, that's over 24 hours of driving, and you probably will be leaving the province at that point. It is a big province, and you don't really realize it until you start driving it. And, yeah, it's just very large. It's crazy. All right, what do we got here? Hold on a second. We got some more comments. Um, let's see here. Philip's like, video quality is amazing. All right. I think I may have already said that. And then we've got OMG and Whiteout. And yeah, okay. So perfect. Yeah. So here's a question. So are you guys all ready for Christmas? Do you guys have like any kind of Christmas plans, or if you don't celebrate Christmas, what other plans that you guys have? Like, what do you celebrate? Um, and and maybe let me know where you guys are all tuning in from. Um, I said that at the beginning, but obviously I've been going for about 40 minutes. But where are you guys from? Like, where's everyone tuning in from? I know we got Fred. I know Fred is in the UK. I know that for sure. Um, I know that for a fact. And I think Kay, you may be in Germany, right? I think that's Germany. Philip, I'm not too sure where you are. Thomas, don't know if you're still here. Troy, I'm not too sure if you're still here. Dee, are you still here? Um, Dorothy said she was from Zimbabwe. That's cool. Um, Scrappy, hey, you're here. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen you in a while. That's flipping awesome. Oh my gosh. Wow. That's so cool. Yep. All right. See, I remember, Kate. I remember. Phillips in Peterborough. That's flipping cool. Fred's like, I'm looking forward to getting past the shortest day. Yeah. Isn't that true? Man, oh man. I can't wait till we're on the other side of it and we can start marching towards sunshine. Because again, cloudy. And it's like, oh, really? This is never any fun. Scrappy's over in the Netherlands. We've got D over in Indianapolis. Sweet. This is awesome. You guys, seriously, you guys are amazing. I'm just, thank you so much just for being here and for joining. I really do appreciate it. I don't know if you guys have got a coffee because I mean, everyone's in different parts of the world, right? So I think the Netherlands, hold on, let me see. If you're in the Netherlands, and what time is it here? So we're going, let's say 1:30. So we're probably 6:30, 7:30. Either you're 7:30 or 8:30 over in the Netherlands, I would say. Is that right? I think. Indianapolis, I think we are in the same. Hmm, no, we're not in the same. I think you're 1 hour behind. So it's probably, what was it, 12:42 there. Um, yes, yes. Yeah, I try to figure all these things out, and yeah, Philip's like, yeah, we need more sun, 100%. Vicky says Greek living in the UK. Philip's like, I did my long run this morning. Started out sunny, but now it's cloudy and expecting rain. Freezing. Oh, freezing rain. Oh man. Okay, freezing rain. Okay, I have a story. Okay, do you guys want to? Okay, this is a non-running story, but I'm gonna tell you this story. Okay. Hopefully, you guys don't tune out. So here's my story. So I have another YouTube channel that I've been trying to grow. Okay, I was doing an experiment, and it's kind of like a walking and driving kind of channel. So I thought I'm going to go for a drive. And I thought I'd just drive some of the back roads that I know. So I went and I hit this one road. It was on the Friday the 13th. Okay. And uh, I'm driving and it's a no winter access road. So you're not supposed to be on this road whatsoever. However, when I drove down the road and I turned to kind of go on it, somebody had plowed it. I was like, wait a minute, somebody plowed the no winter access road? This would be epic. I I gotta go. Like, this is gonna be so great. I'm all excited. I want to film it. So driving down the road and it's amazing. And it just looks so beautiful. And there's kind of like big, like when I say it's not a cliff, but I can't come up with another word. But it's gone down a lot on one side. And all of a sudden, the snow plowing stopped, and I was at somebody's cottage. So I guess somebody had their road plowed halfway down this road to their cottage. That was the end of it. And I'm like, oh, okay. So do I turn around and go back? And then I realized, oh, wait a minute. I don't want to go up in the winter from, but it was plowed. So could I go up? And I'm like, but I'm already halfway down. I'm filming this video. I thought, oh, I'll just keep on going. Oh my gosh. Okay. So my car is not like an SUV. It's not a truck. It's low to the ground. And as I'm driving, I'm like, I continue on and it's not plowed anymore. And my car is bottoming out on the snow and the ice that is built up. And I'm driving, I'm having these moments of panic. I'm white knuckling. And I went from doing like commentary, talking on the video, to literally shutting up, white knuckling it. I was using my engine brake to, right? And my foot was on the brake. So I was going just inching down. And I had like probably maybe a kilometer to drive down. And I thought, oh, I've done something really bad because I can't turn around anymore. Like I was committed. There was no way I could turn around because the road narrowed down even more. And then one side is a cliff, and now the other side is a cliff, and I'm going down the middle of this road. And I remember one time in the summer, I went running up this. I actually did a video running up this hill back in 2020. And as I went down, oh my gosh, the side of the road just started to disappear, and it got narrower and narrower, and I was like stressing out. I couldn't even say how I was feeling while I was going down. And at one point, Mike, and again, it was turning. It was doing this all the way down. And as I was coming down, I could feel the car literally just sliding, like literally just sliding. If I was going any faster, I would have been in the, off the side of this massive hill or whatever. And then I thought, who's going to come and get me? Who who's going to come get me? I I mean, I could call what we have in Canada. It's called CAA, Canadian Automotive something or other. And they can come and give you gas. They can come and fix your tire. They can come and, tow you to the nearest wherever, right? So it's kind of like in America, they have AAA. I don't know. Do you guys have that in the UK? Something like UKAA? I don't know. But you know what I mean, right? So they would come out and get me. But I wouldn't even know, like, they probably wouldn't even come down the road. Like they wouldn't even, and I was thinking this, going, I've made such an idiotic mistake. I should not have done this. But I'm sliding, I'm sliding, and I'm bottoming it out, and I'm like, please let me just get down to the bottom. And I did. I finally got down, and I filmed the whole entire thing going down. So Kay, just so you know, so I know that you're on, you've subscribed to the other channel. Um, that'll be coming out probably in the next week or so. So, anyways, you can watch for it. But anyways, I just wanted to share because I don't know. Have you guys ever made a decision to do something and then regretted it? Probably 5 seconds later, but then after those 5 seconds, you know that you couldn't go back because that's what it was like for me. Kay's like, you almost want me to switch over to your backroads channel now. Not yet, not yet. I haven't filmed it. I haven't done the video. I'm working on a running video. Actually, I'm working on 2 running videos for next week because I'd like to get another 2 out next week. Now, here's a question for you guys. Um, do you guys like 2 videos a week, or are you just stuck on like, hey, just give me the one on Sunday? Because I've been putting out, because I started off on my channel putting out 2 videos every week, and then that kind of disappeared, and I kind of went down to one. But then since I think September, I kind of bumped it up, or was it November? I don't know. But I started bumping it up, and I was putting out 2 videos a week. I just didn't know. Like, do you guys like 2 a week? Maybe it's just one. I don't know. I'm just playing around with things just to figure it out. Um, Hold on a second. Scrappy was like, Like I said previously, I heard the first sentence of the story and then the last. Everything between is a blur. Tends to happen listening to you. I talk too much. That's what it is. Or I talk too fast. Probably both. It's just me. It's the way I've been all my life. Are you guys having coffee, tea, you having a beer, or how are you having a drink? Because I'm just having a glass of soda water. That's about it. Um, I don't know what else is on. What else is on the go here? All right. Well, I guess I figured out. I've got a platform here where I can tune out on. At least I've got a camera where I can flip around, which is good because I would love to be able to flip back and forth when I'm doing live streaming. This is good. I would really like to live stream outside of the house. I'd like to live stream while I'm out on a trail running. That's ideally what I would love to be able to do. I just don't know what the coverage would be like. So I thought, okay, let me just try it here first. And if I try it in this environment and I know everything works, then I can try to figure out doing it on a trail. So that could be something that I'm actually going to do now. So Philip was like, was pleasantly surprised to see the second video. Enjoying my post-run coffee, then need to marinate some chicken wings for dinner. And Kay was like, 2 videos per week probably require lots of your time. How much per week? The videos really just depends. It depends on what kind of story I want to tell. Sometimes the stories, like if it's a how-to video, like if it's something that I've learned or something that I see like a gap in the YouTube world, and I think that it could help people, I'll make a video on it. The ones where I have to do a lot of research or the ones that have a lot of B-roll over top of me talking, uh, just depends. The editing process can take a while. And if I'm using a new videoing editor, like I'm using a video editing software called ScreenFlow to do a lot of my videos. And it's just something that I had used years ago that works really well. But then I started to play around with a thing called DaVinci Resolve, and it's really, really good. But the learning curve is astronomically labor intense. Like the amount of time that I've tried to learn that particular program is very like it's very difficult to use. And I don't want to use like iMovie because it doesn't really give me all the things I want. And then I thought about getting Final Cut Pro. However, with a lot of my videos, I'm running out of room, literally running out of room. And I have, this is my hard drive. This is my external hard drive, right? So that hard drive is 4 terabytes of data and it's full. And I've got 3 other ones that are bigger. Like this is the first one that hard drive that looks like that. All my other ones, this is a SanDisk. All my other ones are like big, huge Western Union or not Western Union. Well, I don't know. It's a different one, and they have like moving, spinning parts, and those are full. So it depends on what I film in. If I render it in 4K, it uses up huge amounts of data, and it takes a long time to edit and deal with that. But when I'm filming something and it doesn't require 4K, then it's not as hard. But I think if I'm looking at it from an individual on average video, if I'm prepared and if I know exactly what I'm saying and I know exactly how the video is going to go down, then the video itself filming is probably the easiest part. That may take me all of 20 minutes, maybe half an hour, maybe an hour. Okay, maybe just say an hour. So if I take an hour and then the editing would probably take me about, I would say, for probably somewhere between 5 to 8 hours of editing if I really want to make it like A1, like the best I could possibly make. Probably 4 to 5 hours per video. That's how long. Which includes the filming and the scripting. Like, not all my videos are scripted. Some are scripted because there's information I need to convey, and I'm trying to remove the ums and the ahs and the so and all those types of filler words. And you don't really realize how much you say those words when you start filming yourself. I used to say them a lot, and I've done my best to kind of remove that from it. Okay. So they certainly do take a little bit. Okay, we got some more questions here. So Philip said, yeah, he was happy to see a second video come out. Enjoying my post-run coffee. Okay, we did that. Scrappy's like, can you tell me what percentage of viewers watch in 4K? And K was, I suspect, hardly anyone watches in 4K. Yeah, so uh, I guess it all depends on what the story is. So I never used to watch in 4K at all, which is why I just filmed in 1080. But what I noticed was my audience started to change a little bit. So you guys started to change a little bit. And I noticed that on a number of my videos, people were watching it on their TV. And so I don't know if you've ever watched a low resolution video on a TV, but it's not the greatest. So when I started to notice people were watching it on their TV, I also started to notice that the watch time started to go up a lot. And I thought, oh, wait a minute. If you're watching it on your TV, you're more likely to watch it longer. And if it's in 4K, it's going to show really well. So I started to dabble a little bit with that to see if it would work. So I have to go back and take a look at that video. But the problem is that video that I didn't get a lot of views. I don't know if it was the title or if it was the thumbnail, because that's a whole other side, man. Like, sure, that's how long it takes me 4 to 5 hours to do a video, but I'm not even talking about making the thumbnail or coming up with a title that works. Because if I don't make a good enough thumbnail or a title, no one will watch the video. And there's things that I'm testing. Like I make three thumbnails for each video, and then YouTube tries it to figure out which one works best. And then I also have to come up with a title that works, but I come up with three different titles. So that way, if one title doesn't seem to be working, then I'll swap it out with something that may work better. But again, I've got a short period of time to try to figure all that out and what works before the video kind of just dies off and YouTube goes, yeah, we're not going to send it out to anyone because your core audience wasn't interested in watching it. So that's why it's always important to, if you subscribe to a channel and you have the time and the video comes out, it's great when people watch it right away and they watch it to the end, because when they do, Google goes or YouTube goes, oh, wow, people really like that. Let's send it out to the next set of people. And it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And then that's how videos eventually end up going viral. These are the things that, I've learned, but it's interesting for sure. Fred's like, you mentioned in a video or two back at turning YouTube into more than just a hobby. What increases in viewers and or subs do you need, do you think? Okay, so if I wanted to turn this into a full-time business, which I would love to, like, because when you're independently employed, you don't have, like, retirement is whatever I save for, right? So I put money aside into retirement savings, but but that's it. Like it's just me. Like there isn't a, I don't have my job doesn't put anything away or any, like it's just me. So I thought if I could turn this channel into something where I can make a little bit of money, like just a little. I mean, if I could make 2,000 a month, that would be a game changer in a lot of ways, right? That's where I was in my head. Now, for me to make 2,000 a month, my videos need way more views than they're getting. So if you go to my channel and you go to videos and you click on popular, it will sort all the videos based on the popularity, the most views. And each one of those videos that is popular, the very first one had 60 some odd thousand views, and then 44,000, and then 30,000, and 20 some odd thousand. So the one video that got 44,000 views in 2 years, that video made me, I think it was 300 and I think it's like $350 in the time in all those views. So I would have to, if I wanted to increase, or if I wanted to make the money I wanted to make, I need to have all of my videos that I'm putting out, they all need like a 40,000 view video. So, I don't know if any of you guys watched a guy named Seth Demore, but at one time his videos were like 40, 50, 60, 70,000 views. He doesn't get that anymore. Like, I think he's turned his, I think he's created another, I think he's created a business selling merchandise, like real running gear per se. I know he's done that. But if you want to make this a living, um, the other thing is with the videos, if I had a finance channel, my videos, I would get paid more on the ads that get served because it's a different demographic that watches finance videos. So the advertisers are willing to pay more to have their ads put out. So it's an interesting thing. So they may get, they may have a video that has 10,000 views, but that video may make like $1,000. So it just depends on what niche that you're in. But I'm in a good niche because I think on average per 1,000 views, that monetized views, I get probably about, on average, I'll do a breakdown probably in the new year, but I think my average is around $9. I think it's $9 for 1,000 monetized views that happen on that video. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less. January tends to kind of nosedive down, but September, October, November, December are good months with advertisers. So there's that. So if I wanted to turn this channel into a retirement, I would need 30, 40,000 views on the videos that I put out. Not there yet. So I'm working at trying to figure out how to make that happen. So I think what I may have to do is branch out a little bit more and not just talk about heart rate training. I may have to do a little bit more to do in the running community. I haven't done, like, I don't do gear reviews and stuff like that. So again, it just all depends on what I'm going to have to do to figure my stuff out. To be quite honest, it's interesting. The amount of subscribers really doesn't matter how much you make on YouTube. What the subscriber number does, at least for me, is when I put out a video. See, a lot of people, they'll watch the video and they're like, oh, I want to make sure that I'm always updated. So they'll hit the bell icon, they'll subscribe, hit the bell icon, get notified when new videos go out or I go live or whatever. And they use it as a bookmark. But then months can go by and then they don't watch any videos. And that subscriber didn't really help, right? It's people who get invested in the content creator and want to see the videos that they make, not just like a one-off video. So trying to appeal more to people you can get more subs, but the way the subs will help you is if you release the video and it'll go out to a certain amount of people. See, the thing is when when I publish a video, it goes out to not everybody. Like I'm almost at 8,000 subscribers, which is amazing. I'm like, I still have to shake my head and scratch my head. I'm saying like I'm at that number. It's pretty big. Um, I've also tried to so sorry, like I was saying. So when a video gets published, it goes out to a certain group of subscribers. Okay, not everybody gets it, but it goes out. And if people click on the video and watch it and hit the like button and comment and stuff like that and share it on social media or whatever, YouTube goes, whoa, wait a minute, that was really good. Okay, we've got a high click through rate. Everyone's clicking on this video. Let's push it out to more of his subscribers. So then push it out to more, and then more people will watch. And then if it goes really well, and then it goes out again, all of a sudden that video just keeps going, right? It just keeps going. And so that's how those other ones went from 60,000 and 40,000 and 30,000. That's how those went, right? Over time, it's a gradual thing. I've tried to play around with shorts. Shorts are interesting. It's a different audience, and I've played around with it, but the subscribers don't necessarily come in, or they do come in, but then they don't watch. It's interesting. Um, all right. So what does Scrappy have to say here? Hold on a sec. Scrappy, perhaps more shorts. Yeah. Okay. So I kind of talked about shorts. So it's pretty much the sole way I discover new interesting creators. Okay, cool. All right, that's a good thing. Um, Shorts and shorter videos. Try a 3.5 minute. Okay, so I'm gonna. So if I okay, how's that, guys? Is that better? Because the battery went. There's no more. Did you hear me? Hold on a sec. Yeah, see the battery? Oops, hold on a second. It's low. And then this one went. This one's gonna go. I thought I had those charged. See, that's again technology, right? So you guys can hear me. Hopefully, you guys can hear me now. Still. So I think when it comes to the length, the longer the video, you don't need to have people watching as much. And that's one thing that I've learned on the other channel that I've been doing, because some of those are like walking videos for like 40 minutes, literally just walking down with a gimbal, just walking down the street with a little bit of commentary here and there. And those tend to be longer, but you can get like maybe 20% of the people watching to the end, but yet it just gets put out to more and more people. So you don't need to have a long retention rate when you have a longer video. The shorter your video, the longer the retention. You need like 70 at least. All right, we got another question. Hold on. Okay, so with the quality of me talking between using the Rode mic and just me talking right now, what would you say the quality is? Is it better now, or is it better when I was talking just with this? That'd be good to know. Because I've tried using the Rode mic when I'm outside, because a lot of the outside noise, the wind is what just ruins a video. It's so difficult. So I've been kind of playing around. Okay, Rode mic was better. Okay, that's what Philip said. All right. So yeah, so I mean, these are things that I'm kind of trying to play around with. So again, I'm kind of experimenting on this other channel called Backroads that I started. I started again a couple of years ago, but I never did a whole lot with it. But anyways, we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. I'm just trying different things. But definitely, like, my main channel is this channel. This is where I put my heart and soul into my videos. My other channel, I don't do a lot of editing with it. It's literally just get a camera and I hold it and I just walk down the street, and that's really it. So those ones are very like low effort ones. The high effort ones are on this channel, where I just try to do as much as I can, really, at the end of the day. So what do you think, guys? So, okay, Rode mic outside, and then inside, maybe not use it. But the quality, hopefully the quality is good. And Dave now has both hands free. Yeah, I'm talking with my hands. When I go to Italy, because I do want to get a place in Italy, just because it's warm, I can get away from the snow. I don't have to, it's just something that I would love to do. But I can talk with my hands, learn Italian, and I think I'll be good. Everyone will be able to understand me, I think, unless I just talk too much. I don't know. It is what it is, I guess. But man. So, okay, here's a question. Do you guys want to have live chats from time to time? Maybe not all the time, but from time to time. Would you guys be up for that? Because it would be great. I wouldn't mind. So if you're game for it, if you want me to, just let me know in the comments if you want me to do some more lives this year, because I can certainly add that in. And maybe I could go live when I'm on the trail. That would be cool. Because there's so many places I would love to show you guys where I run and where I go. It would be great to bring you along on that journey. And I can do it in videos in a little bit more of a vloggy kind of style. I'm trying to combine both of them in together, I guess. But that would be cool. D. Anderson's like, yep, live chat would be great. Running Fred. Philip, yep, the occasional live chat would be great. All right, I think that's what we're gonna do. Scrappy, yeah. Maybe cool to have a list of topics to talk about in advance. That way we can think about it better too. Okay, live chats would be good in the dark season at the timing today. Okay, so I'm going to keep the same time that I am right now. I'll come up with some questions or whatever. I'll put it out to you guys. Fred, all right. Fred, you want to come on now? Fred. Oh, Fred. We tried to do this once before, 3 years ago. You know that. He said, Fred's like, maybe interview a subscriber. I'm game for that. I'm good. Let me know when you want to come on. Okay, if you want to come on, Scrappy, you can too. All you got, like, seriously, all of you, right? D, you can come on too. I got no problem with that. I think that would be cool, right? Because look, we're all just runners. We're all just hanging out, just doing our thing, right? I think that would be great. Scribe's like, yep, sure, we can do that. Cool. Okay, so the software that I need to use to bring people on, that's called Yardstream, and I can get that. I can use that. Well, we all have a story to tell. Fred, totally one. I want your story, Fred. I want to get the exclusive. I think that'd be great. So what I can do is, you know what I may do? I may start doing this. Let me know. I mean, I don't know if this would be good, but in my videos, maybe I'll actually have like a little section where I just quickly talk a little bit about this topic, like bringing people onto a live stream, because I haven't talked about live streams in like 3 years, right? And doing this, it would be kind of cool. Scrappy's like, only foreigner I ever talked to on voice about running was hella good, and that was fun. That's awesome. Yeah, I've watched a number of his videos. They're great. Fred, you said you Fred, it was your idea. Oh, and so again, a lot of you guys have been around for a while, which is probably why you're here. And this is great. I'm so glad to see you guys here. My daughter was sad she wasn't going to be able to be here because she wanted to say hello to all of you because it's been 3 years. So, anyways, she said for me to pass on to you guys that she's thinking about all of you guys, and she misses, the live chats and everything else. And maybe the next time I go live, she'll be able to come on in because I'm just waiting for that door to open and see her walking through, but it's not going to happen. She's not home. So it would be really, really cool. So Fred, she did specifically say hi to Fred. So Fred, this is from Katie. She says hello. And for everybody else, she says hello to you too. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Well, I think this has been really good, guys. What do you say? I think I found my mojo again. I feel pretty happy that we had some people come on. It's nice to see that I didn't totally fall off the face of the earth. I'll say hi to her for you, Fred. In case, like, yeah, that was fun with her interfering with your live stream. Yep, it was great. Yeah, it's Katie's pretty awesome. She it's always fun. I've been telling her to start her YouTube channel, but anyways, we'll see what happens. She likes riding a lot of horses, so I thought for her she could have a really horsey channel, so to speak, right? That'd be cool. But there's I don't know if I should say it. It's a live stream. I'm not saying it on a regular video, but I do have another outlet for me on another channel that I've had for quite a while. Never done anything with it. And it's going to be it will be kind of shorter videos, but it's just things that I've learned over the years that I think the younger generations can really benefit from. Because I have seen over the last 4 years a decline in a lot of things in society. Like I've seen just horrendous things. I think like we all have. And I've seen people just give up on life, give up on everything. And they don't see a way out. They're stuck. They're miserable. They're frustrated. And I thought, you know what? I wish I could have this conversation with the people that are going through a lot of this. So anyways, I've got a couple of videos that I thought over the holidays that I would film where I just kind of shared that. And I think Katie actually wants to be on a couple of those because I've given her a lot of advice, just like we've all given our kids advice over the years. And the younger generation, a lot of them are struggling. And I thought, it would be cool if we could do that. And so Katie and I were probably going to line that up for the new year. So anyways, that's something there. But my main channel is here on the Plant Powered Runner. Obviously, I've been doing it for 4 years. My other channel is Backroads, and I've been putting stuff out there since October. And I'm going to, do this other one just from time to time and see how that goes. But, who knows? Fred said, I gave up on Strava and I feel so much better for it. And Philip's like, running, any exercise for that matter, is good for the mind. 100%. If I don't run, this thing starts to go and I need to get out there. Actually, I don't know if you guys have ever noticed, but when you're around other people, like, okay, if you're an extrovert, okay, maybe if you're an introvert, this is a no-no, but if you're an extrovert, I find when I talk to people and we get in, like, it could be a stranger at a grocery store. It could be whatever. Like, whenever I go into a grocery store, I always want to let people know, like, thank you so much. You're doing a great job. Like, just, you know, give them a little bit of something like that. So I went into this one grocery store, and it was like, I think, a snowstorm on Tuesday. And I went in, and everyone was miserable. And I went up to this lady, and I go, thank you so much for doing what you do. It really means a lot to me, because I had to order some stuff for a potluck I was going to. And she just looked at me and she goes, you know what? You just made my day. She goes, I've just had the crappiest month. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. But she goes, you know what? That just totally lifted me up. And I said, well, hold on a second. So it's fine for me to say this to you, but who's your boss? Like, where's the manager? Who can I tell this to? And she's like, well, you can go over there and let him know, because he's my immediate boss. That's fantastic. I'll go over there. So I just moseyed on over and I started talking to the guy. And I go, you know what? Your staff in this place is absolutely fantastic. I just wanted to let you know, and blah, blah, blah. And I gave him this little spiel. And he goes, my gosh, I've never run into somebody who's so wanting to give, anyways. So I don't know. I feel really good when I talk to people and I just, I don't know, let them know they're doing a good job and then they matter. And I see you, I hear you, right? You're not invisible, right? I see you. And that, to me, when we can give back to society, I think we can solve a lot of our problems in society if we could just be around people and share and give compliments when needed and just care about another human being more than what's going on out in the world. Because we get stuck behind a screen. Of course, we're doing a live stream right now, but we get stuck behind our screens. We get stuck, on the internet and whatever. The social interaction with our younger generation is failing in so many ways. I'm sure you guys see it too, right? But it's just like, it's very frustrating. But it is what it is. All right, so Running Freds goes, I try to have fun with shop workers, but it backfired badly 3 weeks ago. And Scribe's like, I don't talk to people. Oh, man. Yeah, sometimes it can go real bad with shopkeepers, for sure. I can totally see that happening. Oh, Scrappy. Scrappy, are you an introvert? You're probably an introvert. Fred, you're an introvert? Kay, I think Kay may be an introvert. I think, maybe? I don't know. It's hard to know, right? I wish all you guys, honestly, I wish we could all just get together and go for a group run. That would be awesome. I would love that. Kay's like, you were absolutely right. I try to greet foreign people that I meet in the streets. And Scrappy's definitely. Yeah, it's cool, right? I think it's fun. I love meeting people. I'm one of those. I'm a people watcher, but I want to be involved with people. I like people. I think it's good. I've always been that way. So who knows, right? Who knows? All right, what time is it now? Holy smokes, we've been going for like, seriously, I can't even say thank you enough. Like, but really, you've given me your time like I've never experienced before. This is crazy. I've been going for 84 minutes, right? So what, an hour and 20 some odd minutes. That's crazy. And you guys are still here with me. Seriously, thank you. Thank you from me to you. Like, holy smokes. I don't know how you guys do this. Running Fred, I went to buy a toasty from a cafe and you had the uncooked sandwich. Wait. And I had the uncooked sandwich to the worker. I said, can you put this in the creme for me? And she burst into tears and ran to the back. And it turned out she's MND. Fred. Oh my God, she had just been to a funeral. Oh my gosh. It's funny. It's funny, but it's not like it's a combination, right? Oh my gosh. I need to figure out how I need to put my laptop up here, right next to my phone. And that way I don't have to look down. But I would need like a stand-up desk. You guys should see what I mean, honestly, right now, there's a cat stand. You're on a cat stand. So the cats play on this stand. And then there's like a pillow kind of here because there was a gap between the window and the cat tree. So I had to fill it in with pillows and stuff. So that's kind of how this phone is being put together. And then this is just kind of sitting on the front of the cat tree. So that's what I've been looking down on. And I bought my wife, I don't know, can you guys see these? Where's my finger here? Hold on. Wait, go this way. Hold on, right there. Squishmallows. I don't know, do you guys have them? Where you are, they're just like squishy things. Anyways, I bought these for my wife. They're just like little squishy, right? Just a little, they're called Squishmallows. Anyways, I got that for my wife. And she decided that she wanted to just put them in the room. And it's kind of unnerving waking up and these little things looking at me. But yeah, I've got a few cats. I'll just tell you that. I didn't want any cats, but I ended up with cats. Yeah, you like the shorts, eh? You got to see those? Those are my, I just finished running. I just need to have a little bit of comfy pants. But I got my running shirt, right? Of course, I haven't even been for my run today, so unfortunately. Told you, we're all friends here. Oh my gosh. Seriously, okay, there's 11 of you guys. Okay, I think we got up to 14 viewers today, and that is unheard of. I can't believe that I was able to people came back. That's cool. Anyways, it's all good. So anyways, go out. What? Hold on a sec, Fred. What are you saying? Like a newsreader, only getting the top half of the TV ready. It's true enough, man. True enough. What else is going on here? So yeah. So I don't know. I'm kind of enjoying. This, guys. I really am. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say goodbye for now because the day is getting kind of long, and I've got a whole bunch of other things I got to get done before I start running out of daylight. D. Anderson, hold on. Dave, thanks for the real world inspiring videos throughout the years. You inspire us to keep on running. Take care of you and yours and stay healthy. Thanks so much. I really appreciate that. It's very kind. All of you guys are so flipping kind. This is just flipping awesome. This is great. Yeah. Guys, I will. Okay. I promised you I will come back and we'll do more of this because I need more of this. Okay. It's been awesome. So, all right. So as I always say, you guys are all still commenting in. Great chat. Have a great one. Thanks for chatting with us today. Guys, like I always say, and I have to take my own advice, get out and run. We'll see you on the next video. Bye for now, guys. Okay, you're still here. Merry Christmas, happy holidays and everything else. I hope everything goes well, and we'll see you in the new year. But I'll have 2 videos next week for you. But live streaming in the new year. Bye, guys. You guys rock. See ya.